morning, Frank.
Let's go. Come on. Well, it is a Monday. It's Monday, baby. What is it, February 9th, 2026? Let's get started. Justine, take it.
No.
Good. Wonderful. Yeah. Well, you know, at 3:30 in the afternoon in South Africa, you're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, sister. So you got it going on. No issues there. Glad to have everybody here. Welcome to the Loan Officer Breakfast Club, brought to you by the Mortgage Marketing Animals. Free coaching pleasure, because why not, my friends? Why not? I heard we had Jimmy in the chat, or in the meeting somewhere. Did we see him? We see him anywhere?
Reed.
Jimmy Reed, right? Are you with us, Jimmy? You around?
He's
Hello?
got his mute on. Mm-hmm.
Is he trying to talk? Can I sad trombone him? Because I would love to do that. I haven't done sad trombone in a minute. And I don't see him. Do you guys see him?
I don't see him. I see his name, but I don't see him.
See his name. All right. So
It is 5:30 in the morning. He is in Sacramento area, so he might not be presentable.
Yeah, and you know.
I know. Listen, Frank, I know.
Yeah. So, anyways, hey, do me a favor, guys, to get the morning started, because I need it today, like I did one day last week. Right? Here's a good one. Your favorite Bible verse from the book of Colossians. Ha ha!
Right.
Your favorite Bible verse from the book of Colossians, put it in the chat. So everybody can scramble to the book of Colossians right now, quickly skim through it, pick a verse that you find wonderful, and put it in the chat for all of us. That's what I think we should do. Kelly Dutton's in the house this morning. I want to say good morning to her. Hi, Kelly Dutton. How are you? What's going on?
Seattle Seahawks.
What? Seattle Seahawks?
Oh, yeah.
Are you a Seahawks fan?
I am. I'm from Olympia, Washington.
Oh, no kidding.
Congratulations.
See?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, you guys handled that one quite soundly.
Yeah.
I thought.
It got a little slow in the middle.
It was kind of slow the whole way through. I mean, and kind of, you know what I mean? But, well, that's cool. Well, congratulations to your team. I didn't know you were from Washington. That's pretty good. All right. Hey, here's some Colossians verses coming through. Yeah. Yeah. These are good verses. Colossians, such a good book, man. Thank you. We were buried with Christ. Amen. We were baptized. Hallelujah. Amen. Thank goodness. The old man has been terminated, and we are now part of the new man. Hallelujah. What, Kristen?
Does anybody else have to sing the song with all the books of the Bible every time?
Not all the books. I know the New Testament song. You know, Matthew, Mark, and Luke, and John. Romans, Corinthians.
Hey, Jimmy, you're good. We can see you now. Everybody wave hi. There's Jimmy.
Where's Jimmy? Who's talking? Let's terminate that, whatever that is.
It's
I don't
Jimmy.
see Jimmy.
It's Jimmy Reed.
Oh, it was Jimmy? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy, you're mumbling or something into where are you?
Oh, yeah, I'm having operator error in a big way.
No, you're
there
good.
he is.
We can
Jimmy
see
Reed, what is going on, man? How's it going, dude?
Morning, how are you?
I'm good, man. You know, I'm glad you're here because we've got an interesting topic for the day.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, and but we're not going to get to it right away. We're letting the chat get warmed up with Colossians right now, so that's pretty cool. I'm digging that. And we are going to see if anybody had any wins over the weekend. But when we get there, Jimmy, I'd love your thoughts on this. The question is this, brother. Can you actually love accountability? Can you love it? Can you be like, yeah, baby, accountability? Right? Now, I know there's a lot of people on the call here that I want to hear from, people that have accountability, i.e. with call stars and with animals. And I want to hear their experience with it. Rudy, Sharon, you know, the people that are there, right? Their experience with it. But I really want to know, though, can you actually love it? Can it be that kind, you know, because Carl has that quote. I don't know if he's coined it or if he borrowed it or whatever, Jimmy, but it's, you know, everybody wants accountability till they're offered it. Right? So we got to explore that a little bit today. But before we get there, since it's only about 5 minutes in, how about some wins from over the weekend? You know, from Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Anybody got any wins? Come on, man. Let's see. Giancarlo, yes, you can learn to love it. Don't say it yet, Giancarlo. Wait. Hang tight. I do want to hear from you. All right, wins from over the weekend. Come on, man. Let's go.
I got a contract in. I'm sure it's Joanne. Got a contract. This was probably the 5th offer that this young couple put in. Spoke to the listing agent. I think it was probably 8:00, 8:15 on Saturday night. Someone local. So 2 local agents. We were all rooting for her. Now we will deal with the parents. So wish me luck. Yeah.
Yes, the parents. Yeah, that's always a fun one. Yeah. You got it, Joanne. Well, congratulations, man. Good stuff.
I'll take it in the 9-degree below freezing weather we've had this weekend. Because happy people are still going outside.
All right. Yeah, that'll go. Right. That'll warm you up. A contract will always warm you up. Right. So, Dana.
Good morning.
Good morning. What'd you get?
Good morning. I have somebody who I called from on the DSP calls, and I'll admit I am not the most consistent with DSP calls. That's something that I'm working on, tracking and trying to get better. But when I was last year, I called the person for 10 or 12 weeks, and then nothing happened. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, he called me and started referring me business because something didn't work out with the loan officer he was using. So now
interesting.
He's sending stuff to me. Yes.
Its timing is, good. First of all, congratulations. Terrific, man. That is awesome. See, so it did pay off. It actually did pay off. But timing is definitely a part of the equation. Agreed, Kristen? Jen?
100%. Yeah.
Right? Jimmy?
Yeah.
I think timing is you just never know. I always share that story about Jeremy Forcier, a friend of mine. A lot of us know him here, but he was calling on a realtor that he wanted his business really bad. He told us, me and Brian back in the day, says, guys, I called on this guy literally every week for 2 years. And he never picked up his phone ever once for 2 years. I left voicemails for 2 years. And then one day I got a call and he says, all right, old lender's out. You're in. Let's go. Became one of his best realtor partners of all time, right? So timing has a lot to do with it. So you never know. In that 12-week period, right, it just may be a timing thing, right? But you are making an impression. You are definitely, letting them know you're there, letting them know you're consistent. So that's why we always get more, right? We're just always getting more, putting more on the bench, because you just don't know where the timing fits for those people. And
it's such a great point, because especially if you're calling on qualified agents, we already know 2 things before we make the call. They're sending their business somewhere and they're busy. So if you let that stop you from making the call in the first place, you're going to miss out on business.
Indeed. What other wins do we got? What else we got in the chat?
There was a good one in the chat. Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
It was Deanna Bryant. She said, referral from a new mega agent who I've been prospecting. I would love to hear about this.
Me too. Come on. Let's go. Unmute. Let's go. We got to hear this. Get the juices flowing.
Good morning.
Good morning. What happened?
So, met this agent at a housing fair for down payment assistance last fall and been connecting. Finally got lunch with her. I didn't really ask for the lunch. She asked me. And but I've been, has still been talking to her, and she sent me two referrals over the last 4 days. So
wow.
Yeah.
So, why do you think that happened though? What do you think changed? Something changed or
just follow up?
Just follow up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just follow up. And a good producer.
But follow up, but I'm looking forward to working with her.
That's killer, man. And you met her where?
In the follow up.
Yeah,
I met her about October, I think it was. And then I was prospecting new agents, actually an agent that was a listing agent on a transaction. And I've been calling those the last few weeks for the last year deals I closed. Another high producing agent, and she referred me a deal and we're under contract.
Wow. All right. Killer stuff, man. Congrats.
I got one more.
All right. Well, one more. Let's go. Come
on.
One
more. We have to.
Okay.
Paulina says, this weekend I got 5 leads, 1 contract, and 2 applications.
This weekend. Paulina, come on. Let's hear it, Paulina. Mm-hmm. What did you do? What did you do?
I keep prospecting all the time. I call every single day of the week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here 7 days.
Yep.
I visit open houses. I meet different realtors. I went to, meetings, and I'm just work every day. That's
It
it.
sounds to me like you're being a loan officer. Yeah. Yeah.
Paulina
Sounds like you
is
figured out the
on
job
All
description.
Stars
Yeah.
all the time.
You're a
Paulina
call
is
star
always
person,
on
right,
there.
Paulina?
All the
Yes.
time. Yeah.
Yes,
All
I
right.
do.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
does Paulina
Paulina,
have a t-shirt? I think Paulina needs a
we
t-shirt.
I
sent you
do.
a
I
t-shirt.
have a
Yes.
t-shirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so a little bit of an unfair advantage. She has a t-shirt, right? But for the most part, it's putting in the work, right? Making the calls. How
And
long
the
you been in the
time.
business, Paulina? I can't remember. You're not that long in the business,
This is
right?
my third year.
Third year. Okay. All right,
Yes.
cool.
And this I start my second year with MMI.
Second
Paulina's
year
like
with
an
MMA.
assassin, dude. She just sneaks up on you. You don't even know she's coming.
I know she does. She's got that ninja cat-like element going on. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, she's got your deals, man. Killer stuff. Killer stuff. Well, so you are a call star person, Paulina, right? So today's topic might as well start with chatting with you a little bit here. Today's topic is can we actually love accountability? So to you, Paulina, call stars is definitely a form of accountability, correct?
That is correct. Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. And so tell me your experience of when you started with call stars compared to today. Like, were you just always like totally into it and couldn't wait to get the call stars from the very beginning? Or or was it not that way? And is it still not that way? Or is it better now? Or what's your feeling about this accountability? What's your feeling about it overall?
This make a lot of changes on me. And I start with 0 in my pipeline. My pipeline was clean. I was so desperate and worried about it, and I put all my effort. This make a lot of change for me. I take the classes. I listen everybody else. I try to apply what I learned from you guys, from Carl, from Steve, from Jen. Everybody helped me every single day. And on top of that, I put my time. I start tracking. I start, making all the difference. So that's what I bring to me, the change, the difference. I start working, and yes, definitely 101% join this group, make my life different.
If you're getting value from this already, go ahead and tap that like button. It helps more loan officers find content that actually makes a difference. And hey, if staying ahead of the market and learning what's really working in our industry matters to you, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss another episode. We read every comment, so drop your thoughts down below. We'd love to hear from you and know what's working or what you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you here next time. Let me get to the question again, though. Do you love it?
I do.
You do?
I
You do. So you love it. You love having the accountability and being on call stars and making
To
it
be
happen.
honest, my inspiration is everybody. I see every single person here. Bill, I don't remember the names. Isa is always there. And if they can do it, if they are showing they have a lot of, deals in the pipe, they are working on that every single day, what's different for me? Why I
Yeah.
can't? I
Yeah.
just need to put the effort, and I just need to do what I need to do.
Good stuff, man. So this year so far, does the year look okay for you? How's the pipeline looking these days? Are you doing all right?
I already closed 4 deals, and I have 4 in the pipe. It's
Good.
slow. Definitely it's slow. It's cold. Nobody's looking houses. The snow, the ice, and everything. But yes, it's moving. A lot of the leads are coming.
You've had some pretty good months though, recently,
Yeah.
haven't you? You've had some pretty good ones.
Yes, definitely I have a good one.
Well, good stuff, man. Thank you, Paulina, for sharing,
That's
and
awesome.
really appreciate it.
And you know what? I
Congrats.
was so scared when I started here because my accent, because I never call anybody in cold calls. I was
Yeah.
like, oh man, is this actually gonna work for me?
But it did.
Good for you, Paul. Good for you.
Yeah. Oh, Carl's here. Oh, Carl's here.
What do you mean?
Crud, we've just been behaving how we wanted to.
I've been here. I've been here.
Wow.
Hey, so it's funny, Jimmy, when they talk about accountability, I think so many people. I was just sitting here pondering. It was a great topic, Frank, and I was just sitting here pondering, Jimmy. So many people look at it as I did, when I first got into all this. More like accountability was kind of a punishment, you
Yeah.
know, and
Yeah,
and
I'm
then
so bad I have to be kept on track. You
yeah,
know?
Or,
and
Yeah.
I mean, or holding someone accountable, or like you pay accountability when you do a crime, like when you watch people who
Yeah.
did something
yeah.
bad, they're like being held accountable.
Yeah, and I kind of what I've learned to do is reframe it and like, what if it's actually freedom? And I think everybody knows I'm real big like the Freedom Club. I'm real big into the having loan officer freedom is the name of my podcast. And so, what if you found out it was actually freedom? And for me, Jimmy, it's freed me from negotiating with myself every day. Right? Well, because I have to negotiate. Okay, am I going to do it? Am I not? Am I going to do it? I'm not. And
Hmm.
it gives me that freedom from the emotional roller coaster, like of motivation. That motivation goes up and down and up and down. And I'm always wrestling.
Right.
Oh, am I going to go do it? Am I not going to go do it? And what if it was freedom from that kind of thing, so that my day is already spelled out for me, and and for me, the big thing about motivation, the big thing about accountability is the results that it provides. That's what we're all looking, or for me,
Mhm.
that's what I'm looking for in that. So,
That's what I was wondering about it. Like, is it something that when we decide, okay, I am going to engage in some form of accountability. Let's call it call stars with us, right? I'm going to engage with it. Um, do we go from being like, oh, maybe this is hard for me. It's still hard, right? It's, sometimes it could be hard, the call of reluctance and everything, even if you're
Dude,
starting with your
no one ever
accountability.
said making money was going to be easy.
Yeah, that's right. But
yeah.
does
No
over
one ever said
time,
that.
if we stay consistent over time, does it change to, man, I love this. I love this. And I think it does. I think it does for a lot of
I,
people.
I think it's 100%. It does. Like I had this coach in sports, and he wouldn't talk about the result. It was actually him and his wife. They both coached together. And they wouldn't talk about result. They would talk about like process or
Process.
practice. They would talk about the work all the time.
Mm,
Like they would never talk about results. And it's kind of
interesting.
along the same line that what you guys are talking about. What Carl's talking about is like, can you fall in love with accountability? That's what they were getting me to do. They were getting me to
Mm,
fall in love with practice. They were getting me to fall in
uh,
love with training, right? The process, the
mm,
stages. And I think business is exactly the same as sports. I really do. And I think that accountability, falling in love with accountability has to do with like Carl, I would there's a lot of things that I won't do for myself, but I would do for you guys,
mm,
like for Kristen and you and Meg and Jen and all that. And I, why is that? I don't know, but I know it's true,
Mhm.
And
yeah.
so, like, well, when you're a loan officer, it's like, where do you go to get that? Where do you go to get like that? And that's what helps me fall in love with it. Does it make
Mm,
sense what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
yeah.
you go to Call Stars, and I forgive me for I don't remember her name, but it was Paulina. She named off like 5 people that she saw almost every day on Call Stars.
Yeah.
That's why she's fallen in love with the process. That's why she's fallen in love with
Mm.
accountability because
Mm.
she sees some people and they get some camaraderie. Like, were you in the military, Carl?
I was well, sort of. I was in the Air Force. I was in the Air
So
Force.
I wonder if you're like my brother. My brother was in the Navy, and when
There you
he
go.
was in the
That's
Navy
my
for
man.
4 years. Yeah, and I was. This is before cell phones, y'all. I'm a little bit older than y'all. I know it's hard to tell, but like I wrote him letters on the. He was on the Nimitz. I wrote him letters and stuff, and uh, when he wrote me back, which wasn't often, he would say, "Don't you dare join the Navy."
Mm.
My grandpa had been in the Navy. My dad was in the Coast Guard. He was in the Navy. Like, don't you dare join the Navy because he didn't in the moment he didn't whatever. But when you listen to him talk about it now,
Mm.
it was one of the best things he ever did.
Mm.
Yeah, it's
He
true.
talks about so much good times, so many
Mm.
stories, so much experience and camaraderie. He's still homies with people that was on that boat.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's a ship, I guess, but he gets mad when I call it boat. So,
Submarines are called boats, but
oh,
ships
is
are
that what
called
the deal
ships.
is?
Yes.
Yeah, he doesn't like it. So what? That's what we do, right? You get to fall in love with accountability when you're not alone.
Mhm.
Because being alone, man, we're not meant
Okay.
to be alone. And this job's
That's
tough enough. But like in our coaching program, people get on a call and they become friends. And they rotate through groups, they become friends with coaches, they become friends with the people on the call. That's how you fall in love with accountability. That's how I fall in love. Let me put it that way. That's how I fall in love with accountability.
And these become friends that you're hanging out with to be super successful. You know, we have friends that are little circles of friends that we have, like I have my guitar friends, I have my motorcycle friends, but this is your business friends that you hang out to do business with. So that's pretty.
Check this out, curveball. You ready? Which ones are you deepest with? And for me, it's the ones that I shared painful experiences with, hard things with. Like I either went through pain or we accomplished something together. Man, the bond is crazy. Well, that's what we do. That's what happens to us in coaching in these groups.
Interesting.
Man, made 100 calls in one day. Can you believe it? Dude, I hated it. And then 2 months later, we are laughing about it together. And it was a good time. You know? That's how I think. I don't know if that's me, man. I just remember the Mr. and Mrs. Kelly, Coach Avis Kelly and his wife. His wife coached track in junior high school, and he coached track in high school, and they were a couple, and they're the ones who talked.
Oh, I thought it was your fencing coaches.
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So, hey, so let's hear from some.
Sharon had her hand up earlier.
Go ahead, Sharon. What's going on?
What do you have to say about this?
Sorry.
Well,
go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think you do have to fall in love with the process, and you have to understand that as a process, there's, a book I read about chop wood, carry water, and it talks about the process of becoming great. And once you understand that it's a process, and then it's not going to happen today. It's not going to happen tomorrow, but it's a process. So I've been doing this for over 40 years. I'm still in the process. Okay. And I enjoy the process, but I will say that, the accountability, which you asked about at the very beginning, the, accountability is very important. And I think it's the fact that I'm in an accountability group now with the Alliance group that, that's how you plan your day. You don't, it's not that you get up on Monday and you don't know what to do. And I'm not just talking about just the DSP. But, I look at this and I don't want to have my sheet be empty. I don't want to turn it into everyone else and it be empty. So I'm going to be making these calls. If I've got, 5 more spots to fill out, then I'm going to make those calls. I'm going to fill out the spots, and because of this, my mindset has changed too. It's not, it's not all about the closings, and I really don't count the closings. Couldn't tell you what we're closing this month. Couldn't tell you the dollar amount. Couldn't tell you the number because I'm only worried about the process. And the process is getting the leads, and now I'm concentrating on getting a loan a day. So that's my process. And the rest of it will fall into place. If one falls out, if a contract falls out, it doesn't matter because it's all going to happen because I'm just got my nose down on the process of what I'm going to do every day to get those loans, to get that lead.
Awesome.
Yeah, I just have something I thought I want to share. She's talking about process, and it's like after a really good day's work where you put in big effort, it's pretty fun to sit on the couch.
Yeah, feels pretty earned.
For me, it's like, woo, you get to like enjoy sitting on the couch. If you didn't put in the effort and you've been ducking and diving and bobbing and weaving, like you avoid the couch with all costs because you didn't earn it. There's something in that, and the accountability is what makes it happen more for me, honestly.
Yeah. Jim, what you got?
Well, I'm just gonna parlay on what Sharon said, and being in the Alliance group, you love accountability, especially when the paychecks come in. But what Jimmy said is really important. I've now set my time to leave the office at 5:30. I love when I've had a great day. Some days aren't as good as and productive as others, but when you've done the deal, it's worked out. And there's just so much in the process. And you guys, last week, some of the things you talked about, I'm sitting here trying to get my implementation to just be 1% better. So thank you.
Good stuff. Hey, I want to get this out real quick because we're coming close to the top of the hour. So listen, to fall in love with accountability, we have to enter into it first, right? We have to enter and then have it develop with us. And Giancarlo, I'll get to you in a second, but we do have if you're interested, we do have a Call Stars Blitz coming up on Thursday, right, Gen Z?
Thursday. Yep.
Thursday. Now, if you're not an MMA member, but you want to experience what it's like to just absolutely kick butt with a lot of people on Call Stars and have some accountability for at least one day, you can do that this Thursday on Call Stars. How do they do it, Jen?
So I've got a link I'm going to put in the chat.
Yeah.
Or if you have questions, you can call us at the office. And yeah, we're excited. I think it's a great opportunity to see inside.
So what it is, it's $97, right? So one time
$97.
97, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna get the recording of the class that teaches you what we're doing on this blitz, right?
Yep.
So you'll get it today, tomorrow, whatever. So you get prepared for it, then you show up on Call Stars and kick flipping butt is what's gonna happen. Need a deal in your pipeline or two? If you need a deal in your pipeline or two, and you want to experience a little bit of accountability and how it can help, one day pass, $97. And this wasn't about just selling that, but it just kind of parlayed into this. I didn't even know we were doing this until we were in the green room this morning. I didn't even know that existed. But I'm telling you what, man, if you want to get some deals in the pipe, you got to make some calls. And if you want to do it with everybody else and have that community like Jimmy's talking about, right? And you could do it. There's a 1-day pass coming up. There's a link in the chat, or call the office. And get in there. $97. I'm telling you what, $97 is more than me and my wife spend on a couple of burritos for lunch these days. You know what I mean? I mean, it's less than I spend on a couple of burritos. Sorry. Hey, Giancarlo, what do you got?
All right. So, Frank, I'm going to give you my definition of accountability and how to fall in love with it.
Okay.
So, accountability is nothing more than the action of you telling someone else what you said you were going to do. Simple. If I said I was going to make 10 phone calls, then I have to go tell whoever my accountability partner is. So how do you fall in love with it? It's all about perspective, because it really does come down to, do I want to change, not if others want me to change. And I think that a lot of us, get into this accountability portion, right? With the idea that others want us to do things. And it's not about that. It's about us wanting to change, right? So when you are having a metric of result, say, hey, I'm going to make 10 phone calls and I got to tell somebody else, that's accountability. And it's uncomfortable because it actually exposes things that we are missing or lacking or need to be better. So you have to have that willingness of wanting to be better. And that's how I believe you fall in love with accountability.
I like that what you said too, because you said something to the effect of, it's not your accountability partner, someone that wants to change you, right? That's not what it is. It's right. You want to make sure you're doing the things that you promised yourself that you would do, or others, that you would do. And the accountability partner is just someone that is watching, essentially.
Just
so
watching.
You have to, yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, so I want to add on that, Frank. Like, he's so onto something. Like, was it Pauline?
Paulina.
Paulina, thank you so much. She said something that happens to me a lot. And it happens when you're in an environment of accountability, honestly, when you put yourself in that process. Which she said, I saw people who were getting the results I want, and I heard them talk, and I'm like, what, if they can do it, if I can see someone do it, then then I can do it. And that's what happens, right? The first step to what he said is you wanting what you want.
Yeah.
And sometimes I can't imagine what I want, but when I see someone else that I know, hey, I could do what that guy does or girl.
Yeah.
And that I can have what they have. That's an excellent idea.
Yeah. Good stuff. Chauncey's got his hand up. Go ahead, Chauncey. Hi, thanks for enjoying Loan Officer Breakfast Club here on YouTube. I just wanted to drop in and remind you that if you're a newer loan officer and you're trying to get to that 2 or 3 deals a month, or if you're seasoned and you're trying to get from 50 to 60 or 60 to 80, Mortgage Marketing Animals has you covered. We've got the full gambit from start to finish, top to bottom. Everything you need is at mortgagemarketinganimals.com. There's a reason that mortgagemarketinganimals.com is the #1 mortgage coaching platform in the country. So check it out, mortgagemarketinganimals.com.
Hey everyone, just wanted to jump on and help some people out if I can. So the way I look at accountability is that I grew up playing every sport you can imagine. I played it all, okay? And till this day, I can walk up to any basketball court, don't know anybody, and we can figure out and play the game. And some of those guys that I met over life, football, track, tennis, whatever you want to call it, I played. Some of those are my best friends to this day. But The reason we're best friends is because of what we went through throughout that time period. You figure out who's mentally tough, who needs some help, who needs some coaching, so sports have taught me that. So when you get into these rooms, I think it was Marty. Yeah, it was Marty. Marty, I wrote it in the chat here. Just get in the room and you will figure it out. Everybody will get together. You're gonna see who's doing great. I watch Sharon every single day. I watch Joanne every single day. I love to hear them talk because they're doing more business than me, right? Just like Sharon said, I don't look at the numbers, but every quarter I kind of take a peek to see where I am and how my team is producing. But just try to change the word accountability because some people are scared of it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Just look at your life. What have you done where you just walk into a room and I can go play basketball with people who don't even speak English and we can just play the game. It just figures itself out. It sounds crazy. You can just figure it out, right? So if you all can just move the scary word, if it's scary to some of you all, and just put it in a different context, something you already been through, everything will work itself out. But just go through it. It's not hard. The accountability part is not hard. You just got to stay focused, stay driven, be with people who have a one common goal, and it works itself out every single time. Just stay at it. Some people call it chew rock. Some people say just build one stone at a time. Just stay at it and it works out. Because I remember the young lady who was speaking earlier, the lady who was speaking just now about the deals she has coming in. I remember her last year when she was just starting and she was talking about how to get deals. I remember this stuff. And now me hearing her say that I think she said she has 4 in the pipeline, this and that. I remember she was talking about a year ago and she didn't have anything. And now to hear her saying this thing it's inspiring. So it means that these things are working. If you're not in the room with LOBC, get in it. It works. Just stay at it and it works itself out all the time. It does.
Wonderful. Thanks, Chauncey. Emmanuel.
How's it going? I had a thought, which I think I'm dealing with a little bit now, is not what happens, but what do you think about trying to be held accountable by someone whom you're somewhat losing a little bit of respect for?
That's an interesting question.
Do you work out?
Yeah.
You ever hired a trainer?
Hired a trainer.
You ever paid money to get knowledge to learn how to work out better?
Yeah.
Did you do it better?
Yeah.
Did you hire someone who had it bigger and better than you?
Yeah.
That's coaching, man. Like in our coaching program, but in anything, you don't go into the gym and hire the person who's out of shape to teach you how to get in shape. You don't hire the person who's eating pizza and burgers to teach you how to eat better. So you have to respect them to be able to follow them. Or here's the crazy thing: you kind of built yourself an out if you don't do that. You know what I mean? You kind of build yourself an out. Wow, not really my fault. But like when you write a check, you'll show up to the gym. You know what I mean? Like I just think that when it comes to picking someone that you're that's gonna mentor you or help or hold you accountable, they gotta have it. They gotta have your respect above all things.
Yeah. It's like the guy that taught me about money was worth about 300,000 or $300 million.
Yeah.
So this is back in like 1982, 3, 4, 5.
Wow.
Yeah, taught me about money. So I was his driver. I drove a Rolls Royce. He sat in the back, and when we went places, I listened. Because I was the driver and he was the owner, and I thought, he might have a few nuggets he could share with me here.
There might be something.
To this. I would ask his maid. There might be something to this. So yeah, I think you have to for sure. I think you have to respect, because I think for me it's like accountability is like it's a feeling of empowerment, not a shaming.
I think
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's progress, not judgment. It's progress, not judgment. So anyway.
It's kind of like time blocking.
Yeah.
Like you guys ever try to time block and live by your calendar?
Yeah.
Man, what a pain that is. But when you do, it feels like handcuffs. But when you do it, it gives you freedom. Right? It's so true because it feels at first I'm worried it's going to be like handcuffs. Oh, I got to be here at this time. I got to be there at that time. I'm kind of a free flower. I got a little hippie in me. But man, it's the opposite. I get freedom out of that.
Right.
I think
You
it's
do.
exactly
Yeah.
what
There's a
you're
time
saying.
and place for it. And you make, I love it. I have the time block. Good stuff.
It's a
Hey,
journey.
Glenn Seminawi Manoe had his hand up. Senawi Manan.
Hey,
Glenn
Frank, I know you're up
Semanao.
against it,
Semanio.
but sometimes I just from listening to the Breakfast Club, I read that book by Ed Milet, The Power of One More, and I think from an accountability standpoint, life's going to happen. So when you have some of these opportunities to be involved with All Stars or taken away because of situations that are not maybe in the business, outside health or family things, you appreciate them a lot more. You understand the importance of it. And also the way it's taught in this system is to focus that energy during that time, then you're done with it. So you asked what the kind of the longer I'm around it, I do love it because it's like every day is a one and done that builds on tomorrow if I do what I'm supposed to do. But life's going to happen. So get it in while you can. Don't take tomorrow for granted because that's been my experience. So thank you.
Good stuff. Thanks, Glenn.
Hey, Frank,
can I leave brother?
Can I leave us with a pondering question?
Leave us with a pondering question, Carl.
Jimmy and I talk about these pondering questions. So here's a pondering question. We're not going to discuss this. It's just to ponder for the rest of the day.
Okay.
What am I currently doing today that if I stopped doing it, it would make zero difference in my business?
What's a new one, Carl?
Yeah. What am I doing today that if I stopped doing would have zero difference in my day, would make zero difference in my production? So it's taking up time. I'm depositing in the account and there's no withdrawal. So what am I currently doing today that if I stopped doing it, it would have zero impact in my production? So that's the pondering. And these pondering questions aren't meant to like spit out an answer. It's meant to like just kind of
chew on it
a little bit.
Chew on it. Yeah. Because it might not be something that you can think of right away anyway. So you just got to think about it.
There's always going to be one thing that comes in mind like right away, and you're 100% right on that one. It's the ones that take a little bit more time to come up with is things that I'm emotionally involved in them, but they don't actually give me production. They don't, And it's okay to do things that don't do me production before 9 a.m., after 5 p.m., and on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I can do all the non-productive activity I want to. But when I got my war paint on, if I'm depositing, I have to be getting withdrawals greater than my deposit. So what are you currently doing that if you stop doing would make zero difference in your business? So that's my pondering question for today.
Free up some time for sure. All right, guys. Well, I saw a link we were putting in there. Is the Join MMA Call Stars link viable to get the deal?
Yeah, Diane.
We do have a speakable link. JoinMMACallstars.com. If you do that, you can jump in on the $97 offer and be there on Thursday and get some loans. I mean, if you do it, if you show up, you make the calls, I can't guarantee it, right? But I'm betting you're going to get some deals. I'm betting you will, right? I'm betting you will. Also, hey, Thursday, we don't have Owen Lee this Thursday, but we do have, Clayton Collins, the CEO of Housing Wire, is going to be on the show. So we'll have Clayton Collins here. Yeah, from Housing Wire. I'm not sure what we're going to chat about, but I think he'd be a really interesting guy to talk to. I mean, he's kind of got his finger on the pulse of the housing market. So that's going to be kind of fun, right?
That's very cool.
Yeah. So in between now and then, we're going to have more great stuff. Just be sure to
come back. And I got a bone to pick with him. Is he the one that did the top 10
he did
podcast?
Where mine was in front of yours? Yeah.
I was going to talk to him about that. I said, hang on. And Steve's was on top of mine. He's like, whoa.
I know.
Whoa.
That just means you're standing on your shoulders, Carl.
The only thing I can figure, Jimmy, it must have been in alphabetical order of the last name. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that I came up with. So,
all right, and it probably was anyway. So good stuff. All right, you guys. Hey, thanks. There's still some chat going on, rumbling in there. Do we need to leave the chat open for just a second? People got your links, got what you need to be able to get on Call Stars. Everybody good? Okay, join MMACallstars.com. So I think we're good to go. Jimmy Reed, Carl White, and everybody else, thanks for being here today. You guys have a terrific day. We'll be here tomorrow. Same bat channel, same bat time. We'll see you then. Adios.
Have a great day, everybody.